One thing that I think that this is, it is possibly helping people realize that the difference between relying on a weekly structure of church versus relying on what the pastors preached about all these years. You know.
Oh man! I know how many times I thought that.
You know, I mean, me too. Like, I need to listen to what I preached all these years. Jesus is real. His Holy Spirit's with us. It doesn't depend on a building or the order of the songs or whether I like this or that. It really does come down to prayer and the Spirit of God with me and faith. And am I depending on Him or myself or anyone else? And, you know, I know that we're all doing this. I mean, our first urge was to duplicate our worship service and somehow get it to them. But this is more of an opportunity than that. This is an opportunity for every believer to be a believer in the church in the circumstances that are in. Pray.
Sure. As a family.
A long time ago, I preached a sermon, a long time ago. What if there were no hymns played on the piano? Would you know how to worship God anyway? What if there was no pastor standing in the pulpit? Would you seek and hear the Holy Spirit anyway? What if there was no potluck in the fellowship hall? Could you fellowship anyway? You know, and we're there. We're there.
Yeah.
Good questions.
Yes.
And the answer is yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah. And the legitimacy of our witness is how we face the fire.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not what we say, but it's how we face, because our words come easy, but yet
The boldness of the people who were cowards before Christ and bold after Christ, particularly the day of Pentecost.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's like
amazing.
they flipped the page.
Yeah.
Because somebody completely different.
Yeah.
And I look at Peter. Peter's probably my favorite character because I kind of can relate to that at times, being bumbling, outspoken, foot and mouth, all that sort of stuff.
You're not the only one.
But the thing that I like about Peter is every time he was with Jesus, he was bold. Even before the day of Pentecost. Yeah. He was out there in the Garden of Gethsemane. He was with Jesus. He was going to take on the whole army.
Yep.
But then just a few minutes later, he's not by Jesus.
I don't know.
And he's a whimpering coward in front of a little girl.
A lying coward.
See?
Wow.
Yeah. And I relate to that, you know. I got to stay close to Jesus, or I can end up like Peter, being a whimpering coward.
Oh, man.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
When Jesus took his eyes off Jesus, when Peter took his eyes off Jesus, glub, glub, glub. But he was smart enough to shout one thing:
Help.
"Save me, Jesus!"
Amen.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
And so, you know, in spite of our frailties, our stupidity, our foolishness, our lack of faith, come to the right place.
Yep.
Cry out
There
to
you go.
Jesus. That's what you were all saying.
Yes.
At this time in our tumultuous culture, we only have one choice. Reach out to Jesus.
That's right.
And that's what we got to encourage our people, regardless of whether we do it by email or radio broadcast or however we do it. You just got to remember, you got to trust the Lord and keep reaching out.
Again, in the trials, we don't sit there and just whine and complain. We don't. Yeah, seriously.
We may.
But the thing is, that'll get you nowhere. And if you cry out to Jesus, but what it just shows again the lack of faith. Like they said, Jesus, don't you care that we're drowning? Why aren't you out here shoveling the water out, helping us? That's exactly what they were doing. They weren't calling on Jesus, come and do a miracle. No. They weren't doing that at all. They were just saying, we're drowning, come help us build out this water. And they forgot that he was a miracle worker. And then, again, I loved how when he calmed the storm, all of a sudden they're like, who is this guy? I mean, we've been with him for a long time, but who is this guy, you know? But again.
Aren't we like that when he answers prayer? Sometimes,
Jesus.
sometimes, you know, oh my goodness. He really did answer my prayer. You know.
Yeah, we're sometimes amazed when we should set to trust in the Lord with all your heart. And
Yeah.
when we do it and we apply those truths, He actually comes through.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, that really worked.
Okay, what about the times he doesn't come through? As we see it.
We still have
As we
There
see
you
it.
go. Yeah.
that's when we have to trust in the Lord.
Again, I think it's in those hard times that God likes to shake us up for these reasons. Your son, daughter, your feet are on the wrong foundation.
Yeah.
That will turn to sand any moment now. And I love you enough that I will shake it from underneath you so that you will move to me, the rock.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
It says-
as Christians in America, like Rod said, I think the statistics are we had a 1 in 20 chance of being born in a third world country, and a 1 in 4 chance, a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 chance of being born in the United States. We're blessed. We got cushy life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now, things are being shaken.
Yep.
Still cushy, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're still cushy. I mean, we're far
Oh,
above
yeah.
the rest of the world. What is it? Millions of people go to bed without food, and we're blessed. You know, we get excited and start railing against whoever because we don't have toilet paper.
Yeah.
How ridiculous we
Where's
can
my
be, even
Netflix?
Christians.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Where's my Netflix?
Yeah.
So, what am I going to do tonight? Can't watch TV. So,
That's so true.